Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Wow, that was interesting.
That was an
Sky.
episode.
What are your thoughts on the episode, Sky?
Honestly, I thought it was kind of boring. Honestly, I don't know. Just like I was never really like fully grasped in the episode ever. I'm actually trying to think. Like I don't know. Just like wasn't that strong of an episode. Nah, that's what I think. But
yeah,
that's it.
I kind
every now and again.
of agree. There were some good things, some bad things.
I'm there. I'm back. Yeah, I mean, there we go. I can carry this podcast. So, but I think there's
not too much to say about it, honestly.
Well, this episode, I think there is. I mean, it's always a lot because it's an episode, but I think definitely for me, the big thing coming out of this episode is the big storylines for me were Drea, big threat at this point, and I think she did.
Yes, sir.
Her edit is just like so blatantly one. It's not like villainous to the point where she's like, like a Johnny Fairplay, but she is getting like that evil laugh edit, and that's really not good for her winning chances. And then on top of that, she's like gotten the she got the I have this like the whole Dean speech thing, and that never works. So I'm definitely like coming out of this episode, I'm actually more worried for her than I was before, even though she has now all of these crazy advantages. Right, she has an extra vote, which has no limitations, which can also idle her to the end. I believe, right? It's 5 last time.
Well, yeah. Well, I thought you meant like to the final 3. Yeah, no, it can idle her. Yeah, sure.
Well, obviously it's a final 4. But then she has the knowledge is power. What's her 4th advantage? I forget. Is it a steal a vote?
I think something like that. Yeah.
It was an extra vote. The amulet, knowledge without power, and the idol.
Amulet is what it is. Yeah, no. So it's extra vote, knowledge without power, steal a vote, and the amulet. That's crazy. She has so much power, and I feel like it's bad that they showed her like going like, oh, I got this, blah blah blah. I don't think that that's good for her chances. Another storyline that we seem to get pushed in this episode is Mike. Mike being just a really like a social butterfly in the game. I mean, honestly, they like really tried to push this like, Mike is really like, and then at the end when Mike's like, I really want it to be Chanel, like not Romeo, like I'm switching it back, and then the vote goes to Chanel. It's like I feel like for some reason they're trying to big up Mike as this person who's really strategically in there. So I don't know. I mean, if you're someone who thinks Mike's gonna win, definitely his stock went up after this episode. I'm still not convinced that he's a viable winner pick, but I definitely think that he's not like a laughable pick at this point. I feel like it wouldn't be ridiculous of you to put him at like top 2 spots. I still think it would be kind of silly to put him number 1. But
look who's switching up all of a sudden, bro. You know, last
switching
episode,
up.
you can't put him at number 1 and number 2. This is outrageous. And like,
I think Mike's a very good
I could
number 1
see
pick.
myself putting him at number 1.
I think
right
he's
now.
a good player. He's not even in my top 3 winner picks for the season as far as like winner equity.
I could see someone picking him number 1 though at this point.
Right. Like it wouldn't be insane to do so. I still wouldn't agree with it. And then another storyline that we got was Romeo being just bad at the game. I mean, it's just bad gameplay. Like I don't know what he's doing. He was set up so perfectly, and then he just lost his relationship with Drea, lost his relationship with Rockshroy, and hasn't made any new ones on the other tribes, and is giving info to the wrong people in Omar and was it Tori he's talking to. Like, it's just bad. It's just bad gameplay.
Okay.
Well, I think a lot of it's
something that's worse though.
What?
Well, hold on. Let Bitter go on the topic, and you can make the joke.
Okay, I was just gonna say, I think it's more Drea's fault that he's screwed. This is his fault for putting all of his eggs in the Drea basket because she can't trust. She's not trustworthy. She's ruthless. So as soon as she turns her back on him, he's screwed in the game.
Yeah, I think that you're definitely going to see some sort of fight going on between them, especially after this tribe one. I mean, everything that like Drea was saying was like, yeah, like, you know, your ally who may have been with you for 16 days, blah, blah, blah. Like, she was basically talking about Romeo, but like without saying it. Like, she was like, yeah, your ally who happens to be a gay man who's also, you know, saying really small. It's like he's basically just like
he wants to be a pageant queen.
He's a pageant whatever thing, and blah blah blah. And I
Drea,
actually
are you talking about me?
Like the first letter in his first name is Romeo. And like what? And like it's just like it's so obvious that she's just trying to call out Romeo at tribal. So I definitely think you're gonna see some sort of I don't know, like maybe some sort of combating from them, whether it's gameplay or words is to be seen.
He should do that. He should blow up her game. That's his only.
I agree. I think that it's tough because now he doesn't know about all like her other advantage, but he does know about at least the Beware advantage. Does he know about the extra vote? I don't think so.
I don't think so.
It's only the idol, but honestly, the idols is enough because
Tori knows about some of the other stuff.
Well, Tori thinks that she has an inkling, but me,
Drea told her and Squatty that she had the amulet or something. Remember in the water,
she had the Beware advantage, which is the thing that we just talked about.
No, the Beware advantage is the idol, right?
No, the Beware. Wait,
only Romeo knows about the idol. I think Tori knows about the amulet.
She didn't tell them about the amulet. She told them about the idol. Or no,
she didn't have the idol at that point.
The extra vote is what she told them about.
Yeah.
So again, her amulet is known by the two people who have amulets. So her game is able to be blown up there by High and Lindsay. On top of that, her idol is known by Tori and Romeo. And then on top of that,
Tori's an
I don't think Tori knows about the idol.
Tori knows something.
Oh, sorry.
You bleeding, bro? Like
her extra vote is known by Tori. That's 3 of her advantages that aren't secret, and then the other one that is still a secret, Tori's like already onto her and like told somebody else. Now I think that's kind of a misnomer. It's more just to fill up Tori's like mischievous edit. But because I feel like if Tori was really, really sure about it, she wouldn't have told one person in like kind of an offhand way. Like she just tells Marianne like in a kind of a slight way.
Yeah.
Just like if she really thought like that was the case, she would have told like everyone on the tribe. But she tells what, like 2, 1.
It would have been played up as a bigger thing.
Yeah,
right.
Maybe she just
I think the editors either like that scene, 2 were reaching for a scene, or 3 think it's going to lead to something later on, and then maybe the editors are trying to like build up to that, whether it's Tori being paranoid and going out, whether it's Tori getting to the end and losing, stuff like that, or Drea getting blindsided, something to build up to that.
Yeah.
Other than that, I think that's not really going to go anywhere. To me,
it would be cool if it came back, but I think it was more
definitely
the show trying to see. We did the whole red paint thing. See, it had an effect on things. It wasn't useless.
Yeah, I like the idea, like just those little small things. I just think it didn't work out this time, sadly. But
I like the red paint. Just don't put the red paint next to the thing with a bunch of water to wash it off. Yeah,
why don't she just stuck her hand in the water well and like?
I thought that's what she was gonna do at first.
I mean, yeah, but like we can complain, but like What's your alternative?
Oh, hide it farther into the island so they don't have time to get it all wet.
Or just don't do the red
then
paint.
They go back to camp with red paint.
Well, maybe
that's
don't do the red paint.
part of the beware advantage. That's why it's a beware advantage is that you made a.
That's not feasible.
What? It's just
how are you supposed to play it off when your entire hand is covered in
maybe go to the ocean or
red paint?
That's the point of risking the beware. If it wasn't a beware, I understand.
Hold on, guys. Say what you were saying.
I said maybe just like go to the ocean.
Pause. Exactly. So then again, like, where's the difference? You're either going to the ocean, the water well, or nothing.
The problem is that it wasn't enough time for it to dry. So even if it got into water after it dried, it wouldn't have come off as easy. So if they put it farther in the island,
it looks red on her arm when.
Have you ever painted a house, Bitter? Wet paint does not dry in 5 minutes to run to the beach. Come on now. Come on.
I'm not saying it'd been 5 minutes if you put it a little farther in.
Are you saying like maybe walking
from the middle of the island to the beach running?
She also would have had more than 5 minutes. She wouldn't have been running because she would have drawn so much attention. She would draw so much attention to herself running out into the ocean.
If she got
what if she just went through the woods?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's close to the edge.
People are going to notice her. She's on the beach going into the ocean to watch her hand.
That's the point. But as soon as she gets to the ocean, the entire twist is it's like this whole, well, let's just, not put the water well near the paint. To me, it's just like, that's fine because it's like she's going to wash it off anyway. Maybe she has to run through the beach, whatever. I guess it's a cool scene. I like the advantage personally.
I think it's kind of gimmicky.
No, I liked it. I just think that it was stupid.
I think it's gimmicky and it's cool at the same time, and also balanced and not like.
Also, but like the thing is, like, are they going to get rid of that? Like that giant hole of red paint?
I know, right?
I'm sure.
Or are they just going to for like the entire?
That's what I was
what
thinking.
If someone stumbles upon it and is like,
they have to be able to get rid. There's no way they leave the paint like randomly because they would think it's like a chemical or something. Probably the players would get freaked out about. I don't know, whatever.
I think it'd be funny if someone found it.
Definitely. Remember to get your questions in chat. Put a little question mark at the end, and we'll answer them as they fly by. What do we think about not Drea, not Mike, Lindsay? Lindsay actually got like a good amount of screen time this episode.
She did?
Yeah, she got like 3 confessionals. I mean,
I don't remember
Jonathan got 1.
I don't remember.
Jonathan, it's the thing is like Jonathan gets no screen time, but he doesn't need it because we're always looking at Jonathan when he's on screen because it's Jonathan's a Greek god.
Speak for yourself, bro. Yeah, speak for yourself, bro.
I mean, shoot. I'm just speaking. I'm saying what we're all thinking.
I don't remember her.
Self-reported right there.
Wait, no. When did she speak, bro? I don't remember that.
No, I remember her mouth moving. I don't remember what she said.
Right, I do not remember what she said. Like, what did she say? It was like
something, man. I don't know. She's just so.
Something. Well, to be fair, Jeff did ask her a question in the tribal, and she did give an answer. So there's that.
Yeah.
Good job. To.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember. It's like I'll sit wherever in the car.
Yeah, I'm saying.
And then freaking was it high? Like felt like he did something when he said, "You better put a seatbelt on."
Yeah.
and Jeff was like, "Ooh," on that moment.
Oh my god, that was so cool.
I always hate when Jeff does that. It's like, compare this to something else. Isn't it crazy? It's just like this. It's like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Yes, Jeff. It's like driving a car.
Let's put your seatbelt on.
Let's go to this one. Opinions on the knowledge of power returning. I personally think the advantage is balanced if you tell everybody that the advantage is active. That's the only way it's balanced.
But you wouldn't tell them who has it, though, right?
No, well, obviously not, because then you just vote the person out. Period. Okay. That's it. But I'm saying if you tell everyone, hey, you give every single person a sheet of paper with all of its rules, like everyone needs to know about like the intricacies of it, like, because to me, then I can prepare by trying to like toss the idol to my ally. But the person who has it can still just snag your idol. Like it's still OP, but it's OP in a way where the people can game it. And I feel like I'd rather someone's counter to an advantage be OP and the advantage be OP than the advantage be OP and the person can't counter at all. To me, I think that's the best way to do it. I don't like that they didn't tell the cast because they are making good changes to these twists. Like I feel like to me they're like taking these twists that
not all of them.
Obviously, but they're taking some and at least improving a teeny bit on them, which is better. And also the fact that this cast in this season and this editing and everything else in boot order is just better. But I think to me, if they could have improved on this one, it would have been better. But I still think it's not like the most crazy advantage ever. I still think that the beware advantages are worst advantage overall because you do have every single person knowing about your idol, and you don't have the option to tell people. People will know.
Yeah, that makes this advantage even worse because they know.
Well, wait, which one? The knowledge is
knowledge
power?
is power. Everyone knows who has an idol.
Right, exactly. Oh yeah, okay. I agree because
knowledge
especially
is power
now
is way more interesting if you don't know who has an idol.
Right, because you have Liana who really doesn't know. I mean, like she like heard from like word of mouth that Xander had it, but then like now the person with the advantage who heard the phrases, come on, like there's like 4 people. Well, no, there's what, like 7 people who know like who about the idols and who has them, but like at least like that other half like has to guess or like have a conversation with somebody. Drea knows every single person who knows about them and who has them.
That's just how well interconnected Drea is. That's wherever, bro. That's where.
Right, obviously.
Yeah, she was standing there when everyone said their weird phrases.
Yeah. Also, like,
what a great player.
I wanted to say, like, did Chanel just say her strategy for not getting voted out was not talking to anyone and just laying low and just doing nothing?
Yeah,
I could have sworn that's
I don't know
what she said, bro.
I wish they did like show like
do nothing.
I do wish that they like, because again, it's not that I want like much more of Chanel's downfall because it was pretty obvious. I feel like that was more episode 3 and 5. I feel like to me, I would have liked to see maybe one extra scene, and instead of seeing Romeo freak out, which was obviously just a decoy. It was so obvious in the moment. Like with like the like everyone saying this is the plan 100%, and then Romeo and it has the weird crinky violins in the background. It's like it's so obviously just like you guys trying to paint him as it may be Romeo, I don't know, maybe you know what I mean. But I think overall that this question, who do you guys think has a 0% chance of winning the game right now?
Chanel. Yeah.
That you know what, guys, that's a great answer. Tune into our power rankings to see who. No.
When Chanel was voted out, I was like, you know what? I think she can win now.
On job, that's what I was thinking.
On job. Okay. I think that we will answer this question on our podcast on Sunday at 3 p.m. on YouTube as well as on Spotify and Apple Podcasts or wherever else you get your podcast. Check us out. All right. What's more questions? Has not knowledge of any? What's the
Wait,
Xander
what?
failed to find.
What? No. They're asking if that advantage Xander had a chance of finding would have been the same advantage now.
Oh no! All I know is that I thought Drea was being big brain and like knew the advantage there and saw it and wanted to go sit. No, she just doesn't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. She ended up just finding it,
bro. She really said that, bro.
But I actually thought she could have even said like, oh yeah, I totally knew it was, and like lied and we wouldn't have known. But no, she's like, yeah, that was totally an accident. I just don't like peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. So
this is a fun one. He says, was there a hole of red paint last season?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering that too.
And I would assume that when they were gone for the challenge, they would send like a radio thing saying if the person found it.
Was there like
go dig that hole with red paint?
Don't put the hole in the whatever. Yeah.
Oh, that is true though. Like there could have been like who knows, like maybe even like who knows blue paint. I know, crazy.
Well, there's a rumor that I'll try and look it up, but the Millennials vs. Gen X merge tribe flag, the first or like the merge like poster when you get there, the first letters of each word spells out like idol in tree or idol in I forget, it's like idol in camp or something, or like idol in tree mail, but like no one ever even thought to read it, and so they just didn't put in the show. But it's so obvious, like and the words like oddly phrased.
That is weird to think about. Like, do you think like there's like a bunch of advantages that are like never found, so they just never get like talked about?
I wouldn't say a bunch, but definitely like post 34.
Yeah, a handful.
100%.
I mean, there's twists that have not been shown, right? Wasn't there a mutiny before that wasn't shown?
I think there was
Thailand, right?
Thailand. Did they show Thailand's? Or
yeah, no, they did.
I think it was Thailand. Yeah.
Yeah, and then in Token Chains, they like briefly mentioned on the XL Island thing when 2 people went that you could swap tribes if you wanted to, but everyone just laughed at it because like, why would you ever do that?
So and
Gen X.
I don't know if they showed that then.
Missed idol.
What if you thought that red paint thing was like a toilet?
Or are you talking about the thing that I think I heard in Gen X as well, that there was like on a challenge and like one of the basketball ones like we saw in this episode, there like seemed to be like, and it looked like an advantage, but no one ever found it, so they just never talked about it.
I don't know. I mean, I've like heard that like I think it's actually pretty common. Like I remember reading that Jason from 39, the guy went home in the pre-merge. He made a
fake idol.
A fake idol, yeah.
And he tried to play it before he got voted out, and they didn't show.
No. He like made a fake idol, and like I forget who found. I think maybe it was Nora who found it, and then she figured out it was fake and just like.
I heard that Nora. I heard that Nora. Someone say Nora gave Jason the fake idol, and he tried to play before he got voted out, and it was fake.
No, I heard that Jason like along with somebody else made a fake idol or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, how could you not show it being played? I think they would show that.
Yeah, definitely being played. They would definitely capitalize on that for sure.
Maybe like it would have ruined the moments and so sometimes. I don't know.
How does the knowledge's power interact with amulets? I would assume none. Like
no, I assume you could steal the amulet.
Oh, you mean like yeah? So then I guess if you steal the amulet, then it's the same thing. You now have the power to get voted out and make their amulet stronger, and you also have the power to combine yours with them as well.
Imagine there was an advantage stealer where you could steal the advantage stealer, bro.
Wait, hold on. Wait, hold on. I have the most ultimate question. You guys, your guys' mind is gonna be blown. What if somebody asks Drea if she has an advantage? Which one does she have to give them? Which advantage, bro?
I think you got an advantage. Don't you have to specify the advantage?
No,
it's just do you have an advantage, and they have to say yes.
No, I just lied. I thought last season that she asked for an idol.
Hold on. Hold on. There's two questions that you can ask. No. Do you have an idol or do you have an advantage? So she has one idol, right? And even then, that's kind of an advantage as well. So 3 or 4 advantages in her possession, whether or not you count the beware advantages to be seen, although it's literally called the beware advantage, but whatever. Okay. So beware then she has what? She has 3 to 4 advantages in her possession. So if you ask her if she has an advantage, does she give one?
I think you give that is true.
What if you have more than one advantage?
Yeah, I think you give whatever one you want. I would assume it's like pick which one.
But then they see all the advantages, and that ruins.
Well, no, you don't. You don't have to pull them all out. You just pull the one that you're giving.
What if you're just like, hey, can you give me this one?
She gets to choose. She's gonna toss me the extra. No, it's nothing.
Yeah, I know, but that's still that kind of is the benefit of having more than one. If one gets stolen, you lose.
They're gonna let Drea hop in her bag and choose. That's
yeah.
So stupid.
If you have more than one advantage, why can't you choose?
Okay.
That is fact. That's fact.
Let's just like forget like logic. What would you do?
Let's just forget like logic.
Production.
I would do that because that's fair.
I would do that too. Yeah.
You would do where the person could pick with whatever advantage they want.
Well, then you're also cheating by letting everyone else know she has more than one.
Ooh, you're right. Oh wait,
but how does she know that this is like? Do you tell her this in confessional? Because that's now against the rules for talking to players. Like,
damn, he's right.
Yeah.
I mean, I assume Drea would automatically try to give away her weakest advantage.
Right.
Without even asking permission.
But like that's a very big assumption because if she doesn't assume that, she's now saying, Jeff, do I give away this advantage, and now she's ruined her own game, and it's not really her fault. It's production for not specifying. So but hopefully it's in the advantage that if this happens, give away this or that or whatever. I really hope
Marianne have more than one advantage.
She has an extra vote and the beware advantage.
Okay. So and the amulet.
No, Drea has the amulet.
Marianne I thought we were talking about Drea.
So I actually wait. Hold on. Does she have the amulet?
No.
Lindsay
has it.
So do we think? Hold on. But okay. So now the big thing is a beware advantage considered an idol? Because it is an idol. It's an idol. Yeah, right.
It's an idol. Yeah.
Okay. So then with Marianne, there's no issue because if they ask for an advantage, then they get her extra vote. And if they ask for an idol, then she has the idol. I actually like how they split that up and said like you can't just ask for anything, you know what I mean? Because then you would just like always take the idol because like you know what I mean? Like because
I feel like usually everyone's always gonna ask for the idol anyway.
I would say there's more advantages in the game, so it's a more surefire thing that you're gonna grab one.
You know where the 2 idols are,
right? If you know, then yeah, of course.
Especially if you weren't Drea and you're just another person, you would know.
It's also risky too. I think it's like the best time to use it is like right at the start of the merge. Like honestly, if Chanel had an advantage, it'd be perfect because you take the advantage. No one wants to save Chanel and just play a surprise idol on her, and she goes home. Yeah. So I think that the best time to play it is when it's a unanimous vote or close to it, and the player is has no one who's gonna do like a David from Millennials vs. Gen X where he saves Jessica. Like you can't have that happen.
It's a bit
tough.
weird. I think I would want to wait because as soon as you now have the advantage, you're a target and everyone knows you have it. So I'd want to use it
again. Exactly.
Either I'm going to play that advantage tonight after I steal it,
right?
And then I'd do it early. But if I'm going to keep it, I'm going to wait as long as possible to play
right.
that. No,
like the worst time to do it is like at 9 or 8.
Yeah, because then everyone's just like, oh, you have the.
But then again, it's like 9 and 8 isn't that far away from 5 and 6.
Well, like the thing is, like either way though, now everyone knows you have an advantage, and it's kind of like.
Like imagine if like Liana kept it and then took Xander's idol when she was like went out at final 7 or 6. She went out.
That's true. Because
then
again, Liana's not winning the game, so it doesn't matter.
No, but I'm saying that any person in that spot.
I'm just glad she got voted out earlier.
I actually wish she got to the end and took Erica's spot so she could be a GOAT so that we could get a real winner.
No, Liana would have won. I'm not even joking.
Imagine Liana win. That's actually
she would have won. She would have won.
She's so sad that Liana would have won that season if she got to the end.
Oh God.
Let's just stop talking about depressing seasons like 41. Okay, so back to it. Do you guys think Jonathan is the most physically dominant player ever? I don't think so, just because he hasn't shown it. He hasn't won a challenge.
Well, like these challenges are no. It's look. I had this theory last season. Okay, they want women to win the seasons because they thought they were looking bad, so they made challenges that were specifically geared to smaller people. Yeah. Okay, and like the challenges were like you need like balancing that requires like if you have smaller feet, you're gonna be better at that. Even Jonathan is so good though that he almost beat someone that's like is she the shortest person on this season? I'm not sure. But like she has, when you're small, you have more room.
I think he's shown some of the most dominant moments. Yeah, I wouldn't say overall he's the most dominant player.
Well, physically dominant means strength, so I would say yes. Him and James are tied. Like, well, I'd give Jonathan a little bit of edge over James.
James ever,
I would give the edge to James.
Why?
Because he literally carries his whole tribe. And
Jonathan literally carried his whole tribe.
Yeah, okay, but again, yeah, you're right. So then, okay, let's say that at this point they're tied. One gets to the merge with much more of a majority than the other. To me, I feel like that is like your tiebreaker.
That doesn't show your physical strength, though.
Yeah, I'm just talking about a 1v1. I would give the edge to Jonathan.
I would give the edge to James in his prime all day long. But okay.
James is more of like just naturally strong from his job. Jonathan trains.
This isn't one of those arguments that you can kind of win. It's just more of a
subjective.
We can win this. We can win
in
this
the preview. No, you just took an L. In the preview, they show an all men's alliance.
Let's go.
Assuming that the tribal split happens like in 41, how much would this move fuck over that idea? I actually think it's a very, very good observation. Like anything, that's why I really hate this split thing. Just do a double boot episode or don't do a double boot episode. Like seasons like, Heroes vs. Villains, Cagayan, Cambodia, we didn't have tribe splits. What is this? It happened in Fiji, and Fiji's terrible. Why would you bring this? To me, it doesn't make any sense. 39, and it was terrible. Like
okay. Actually, I said that wrong. The whole like both tribes go to tribal council, but they only go off one person.
Oh no, I'm talking about at the merge when you go from merge to pre-merge. It makes no sense.
Yeah, it's really goofy.
0 sense. It's goofy. Goofy is the perfect word for this. Bitter, you have any opinion on this?
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Part of me likes it. Part of me thinks it's unfair to people, but I don't know.
Well, because like you can just get so easily screwed over by the splits. There's really like nothing you can do.
But it's like if you're a really good player, you should be able to figure out how to get out of this situation.
I mean, like if you're like on one, this is still like early. I would wait much for this if this is like later in the merge, but this is.
I think it is. I don't think it's as bad as a swap because you do have like communication with the other people, but I think it's always close because you go from the pre-merge to the post-merge mindset. You're in the post-merge. You're playing the game for post-merge, and then the tribes split up. Now I think moving forward, it'll be a lot less unfair because I'll at least say like if I'm on 43, I'm totally expecting this to come up. You know what I mean? So I can prepare. But the people on 41, you know what I mean? Like Nasir's on. How is he supposed to prepare for the post merge to go back to the pre?
But he was also in a good spot. He really screwed himself. Like he got himself voted out.
Okay, well, like
right. I'm just saying, like okay, watch. Imagine there's a split 5-5. Jonathan loses immunity, and then does Jonathan have any advantages?
No.
Okay, let's say he magically finds safety or like he goes to an island and gets safety, and then it gets yanked out by Drea. That'd be like, that's so depressing. So I'm saying, like, why are we in tribes of 5? Why?
That's like the clash of the babes right there, Drea versus Jonathan, bro. Oh my god. It's like,
The only way the reason I don't like it is occasionally you can get into a spot where it's just like unwinnable. And
Yeah.
it's
Right.
just boring to watch. Where it's like,
well, for me, it's
there's
like
four alliance members and one person on the outs.
I
It's,
think
like,
it
not
has
fair.
I think it has the potential because like last season, I really like the Nasir one was super cool, and then the other one would have been cool if Evie and Xander could have gotten on the same page, and Xander saves Evie with the advantage. So
That'd
you
have
had
been dumb
two,
though. Why would
right?
you
But
save Evie?
again, it would have been great TV. Is what I'm saying, and I
Not
feel
for
like
me.
we don't
That's
like
fine.
Evie.
That's fine, Bitter. But what I'm saying is that I think that like it still sets up for cool moments, but I think it's short-term thinking, and it's also unfair. I feel like for me, the biggest thing is that if I'm a player in the game, I think it's unfair. Just as unfair as bringing a different show in with the do or die stuff. I think it's just as bad because now you're bringing in a whole new phase of the game back to the post merge.
I think do or die is way worse. I think the hourglass is way worse.
I would disagree with the hourglass. I think the do or die twist is worse.
No,
I'm saying the do or die twist is worse than this thing happening right here.
Yeah,
the
where
do or die
right.
twist is like
definitely
completely luck based. Well, this is like you can at least try to do something.
Yeah, if you're still a good social player, you'll be okay.
I will say the thing that keeps the do or die from being less infamous than the hourglass is the fact that they tell them how the twist works, unlike the hourglass twist where they just literally lie to the cast.
I don't know, bro. Applebee's is pretty game changer.
If Drea uses the analogous power on High or Lindsay, would she be able to take the amulet and use 2 of them as an extra vote?
Ooh.
Yes.
Yeah, I would assume so.
Yeah. So because if you have 2 of them, it's still vote. If you have all 3.
What if you just got all 3 and you just have
an idol?
It's weird though, but like if you vote out, say Lindsay, and you have 2 of the amulets, you don't get her 3rd, right? Because you're still splitting that between the 2 people.
Well, hold on. But if that amulet's no longer in the game, then it just kind of counts as like
no longer in the game.
Oh
no. Wait, hold on.
But like if you vote someone out, there's only 2
maybe
in the
Lindsay
game.
Gets to what's the word they use? Bequeath her thing to one of them.
Yeah, they get a bequeath
Drea. Because you can't let them both have the power. Oh no.
Well, no. I think you guys have this the wrong way around. I think the less what the amulets are in the game, the more powerful they get.
Yeah,
so like,
right.
If you're holding on to 3,
if there's
I still
2,
think you can't do anything.
If there's 2, then it's two steal votes.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And then one that's an idol.
Lindsay gets voted out, then High and Drea have 2 steal votes. Or have a steal vote each. And I think that if Drea were to vote out Lindsay, then her and High would have the power of a steal vote. Wouldn't it be cool if you could use the option to make it instead of a steal vote, like 2 extra votes? That'd be like, I don't know. To me, that would be kind of OP because 2 votes kind of trumps everything. It's literally you have 2 people on the island. Like that's
I'm making my own alliances out here. I don't have any friends, but I got 2 extra votes.
Like literally, you have a 100% loyal #1 ally for a tribal, which is that's just gigantic.
Survivor's gonna turn into it's like 7 people versus 1. That person's got like 6 extra votes.
It's like 18 extra votes, 2 idols, and they just
Well, you guys forgot to note that I actually have every single advantage in the game possible. I have 19 advantages right now. Or like something like that.
It takes like an hour to get through all of his advantages.
That is a question for the power rankings on Sunday.
Oh my god,
a little Smurfy.
What's it called? Marianne pissed me off so much this episode, dude. So basically, basically it's just like, oh, like it's okay that I'm different. And
I actually still think that I still think that there's a shot that she could win because I think her edit was so weirdly positive this episode. Like she could have been made negative, but they made her look good. Wow,
that is weird. That isn't the point. That what I'm trying to say is I was having this whole rant just by myself because she was like, when I was in elementary school, I was weird or whatever, and I was like, that's the point. People, you don't act like a normal person. Has you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought about maybe I'm just not pleasant to be around? Maybe that's why people don't like. That's true. Maybe that's why people don't like you because you're not pleasant to be around. It's like, oh my god,
the hard truth, but it is definitely valid that a lot of times, for instance, there's a quote that I heard where it's like, if you run into one asshole in the morning, they're the asshole. If you run into 8 assholes throughout the day, you're the asshole because sometimes it's you.
What?
Sometimes what?
No, he's saying if everyone's an asshole, that means you're the asshole.
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
because sometimes it's you. But like, if everyone thinks you're weird, maybe you're weird. Maybe just maybe
you're
weird.
just an unpleasant person to be around. Like, has that ever like gone through your head?
And honestly, like, and this has nothing to do with the game. I personally don't really mind Marianne as a character. I know you guys
oh my gosh,
really don't mind them.
How do you
feeding into the woke mindset?
Accept
the woke
her
mindset
as entertaining TV?
Oh, I think she's
I'm really
very,
hungry and I'm on the bottom, and if no one else sits out with me, I'm gonna be upset. And then, I use my emotions to get my way.
That is hilarious. It's hilarious to laugh at Marianne. Come on now.
No, it isn't. It's not funny because I'm just tired of seeing her little bitch ass on my screen.
That's tough for you.
It would have been okay if it was edited to where it looked embarrassing for her, but they played it off like it was a great moment.
That's why I think she's either a big fan favorite or our secret winner.
I swear to God, if she wins,
I personally think that she's our fan favorite and she goes at 5 or 6 in like a Janet Corbin type of place. But I think that she could win, and I think it's very, very feasible, and we shouldn't be surprised if she does.
I'm not gonna be surprised.
I hope she doesn't, bro. That would.
I hope too. I think her best spot is to be a fan favorite, like Fallen Angel.
Man, if she wins, I'm doing crack.
Like the sad tribal music in the background. I feel like
Chanel
that's
got like sad tribal music. It was kind of like
no.
It was. That was like the sad winners that wore tribal music. That's what it was.
No. Let's do. Do you like the knowledge of power or the hourglass better? My personal is definitely the knowledge of power. I think it's not even close. Now, if you said if I disagree, I think if you said do or die or hourglass, it's an actual debate for me. I still think that the hourglass is much worse than the knowledge of power. And again, earlier I said that I think the best way to do knowledge of power is to tell everyone the exact rules of the advantage, and also maybe like make it like expire after like 3 tribals to balance as well. But it is so OP if you know what you're doing with it. But if you're Liana, then you know.
See, I think the knowledge of power is way more interesting if no one knows where the idols and stuff are.
Right. Because then you like have to go like have combos and stuff.
Yeah, you might have betrayed someone who gave you that information.
Right.
Because they would know they told you. It's like, oh, dude, you really screwed me.
Whereas now it's like, well, of course you're going to take it. Honestly, you know what? I can't blame you. GG's. Like, that's so,
Yeah, it's like everyone knew. Of course you took my idol. It's
like similar to the hourglass where it's like, yeah, of course he switched spots. Like, I'm not mad at him. I'm not going to cause any like good TV drama. No way. Like, it's just whatever. Questions. Will Tori continue on her immunity streak?
Hell yeah.
Let's go, Tori bandwagon.
If Jonathan goes, I don't see her losing any challenge. She has the perfect like body for these
new challenges that they're doing.
Like that balance. Jonathan, like I was surprised
that body, and I would have agreed.
I knew you were gonna go there,
bro. Dude, it's the feet theory, bro. You gotta the feet theory, bro.
Jonathan had like it's impossible to like
bro.
That big of a body to stand on that small beam. For
the fact that he almost won that challenge, honestly, is really impressive.
And then we had High going out really early after saying he was one of the strongest.
Literally said 1 second into the challenge, and he was like, and High goes out 1 second, and High's like rolling his eyes in the back.
I'm glad he said that. The more mad High is, the better.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Can we talk about the rice thing? I hate this.
Yeah.
Final 4 Agreed. People. It's like you're always gonna pick 4, Jeff. Stop saying you won 6. You're gonna accept 4.
Honestly,
that's not the thing that is annoying to me. It's just like honestly for me, it's boring. I know that people like seeing like, oh, it's like they're building a little thing and like we're gonna we have an obstacle to conquer because that's TV. You're trying to create obstacles for the characters to conquer or whatever. And it's a really easy one because they just have to say, okay, let's do 4, Jeff. And then it's like for me, it's just the fact that I personally find it to be boring.
I'm fine with it.
No, it's
if
like
they don't do the
Jeff
whole like
wants there
deal.
to be a deal though. He wants there like to be like a deal that happens. He doesn't want them to just say no and then nothing happens. He wants there to like be something. So I think it's better if Jeff just doesn't barge and says like either 9 or 6. That's the final deal. And if they don't go through, they don't go with it. You know, it's like I don't know.
Just don't even do a deal. It's like, hey guys, 4 people step out and you get this bag of rice. It's quicker. Spend less time on it.
But then that's
still interesting.
That's like even more boring to me.
It's not boring because then someone could still sit out who actually needed to compete instead of doing this whole lame bargaining thing, which we all know it's going to eventually get down to 4.
Right. I would agree that the bargaining is just like show play to try and make it more interesting. I think it's not interesting either way. For me personally.
I think it's they've done that forever where sit out for food. So I think just
Right.
cut out the
No,
bargaining
like-
and just get
And
right
to
to
me,
this is
I
the number I
honestly
Have
need.
you
not
ever
thought
seen
of-
Samuel the Del Sur bargaining, bro? That was top
I
tier
hate-
bargaining, bro.
Yeah, Jeff was like, "Shut the fuck up, nobody."
Yeah,
cares.
he was like, you really came to me and asked me for this price and like clowned on
Kill
him and stuff
yourself.
like that. Yeah, well, I don't know if he said that, but
Death to your whole family. Okay,
He probably today they didn't show it on the
hold
episode.
on, not that
Kill
one.
yourself,
Let's go. Bring back the auctions. Not a question, but I did want to put it on the
oh
screen.
God,
Absolutely,
Uh,
bring back the
auctions.
auctions.
Definitely a good idea. I don't
Better
think it's
than
as important
watching-
as people think it is.
It's not
If all
about
three
important.
amulets
It's
are
about
played,
fun, Spencer.
It casts another vote. If the amulet's down to votes. Yeah, it's a,
It's all about fun.
Just a
Yeah,
comment.
what's with this
Spencer?
auction?
What about
not-
this?
No one ever
what-
thinks the auctions
what about
is
this-
important.
What
It's
about
fun.
this comment? Tori is Evie, basically, is what he's saying.
but
he's-
a
but
trade
trad-
wife?
But
Trad
a
wife,
trad-
a traditional wife.
I mean, traditional
Yeah,
wife.
I mean,
that's-
she
that's
probably
yeah,
doesn't hate
I
men.
kind of no. That's not what a trad wife means.
She probably doesn't hate men like Evie.
Well, that's that's
Yeah.
what it. Yeah, that's why she's Evie because
Evie
she's
literally
like
said-
she's
I
got that
cannot
arrogance
believe-
about her, but she's also like very like
Right.
conservative. That's what
Oh,
he's saying.
I just cannot believe that Evie said her pet peeve is men. That's nuts. That's
Yeah,
like
she would never.
like
Right.
like at the time I remember like freaking out. I was like, great, this is gonna be a great video, whatever, this and that. Like
Tori would
I'm
never
just,
get into that
I'm
filth.
like I'm just starting out as this is a perfect video. It's 100%. This is gonna be really well. And now looking back, I'm like, that was terrible. Like, how do you say that? And like nothing,
Yeah.
no,
Because you know
repercussions,
someone
nothing.
if a
It's
dude
because
said
we
I
live in a
hate
society.
women, he would have been roasted to hell if he
It's
said I
because
hate
we
women.
live in it.
Crazy,
It's
bro.
we live in a society, bro. That's what
We
you know,
do live in
happens.
a society. That is true. No, that's crazy, man. That is insane that she can say that, and like she's completely
Joker
accepted
type
by
beat.
our hap. But if
Yeah,
a guy
she's
said
like-
that in any context, it's over. You're done. I mean, like imagine
You're
if
done. You're
if like
done.
Mike said that, everyone would hate Mike.
I wouldn't hate
Jonathan.
Mike. I would love.
Well, obviously, I'm talking about everyone who's which is the
Get
Survivor
me
community.
get me on Survivor. I'll say it.
Bitter will
Well,
do it for
of course, Bitter will say that.
Guys,
Okay.
I'm gay. I hate.
I
women.
like this question, and we can answer this one. So I'll go last. Actually, go ahead, Sky.
Oh, okay. Favorite cast member so far, non-gameplay related. It's either Jonathan or Tori for me. Yeah, Mike might be up there too. I think those three are really cool. I'm gonna go with Jonathan though, just because he's a Chad. You know, who doesn't like Jonathan? Even like the freaking like leftist Twitter users on like Twitter were like saying like, if Jonathan goes home like last week, I'm gonna be so mad. Everything's gonna be sad. So I'm gonna go with Jonathan, but Mike and Tori close.
Yeah, I'll
Okay.
go Jonathan and then Tori. That's my two
Okay.
favorites.
I haven't really thought about this actually. I don't know. I've just been so happy.
Marianne.
I've been so happy with the season strategically that I haven't really thought about the characters that much.
I was gonna
Like,
say
compared to
Marianne.
last
Spencer
season.
doesn't say he doesn't want to say Marianne and
Um,
get roasted.
I'm coming
It's
out as a
not-
Marianne
it's not-
stan, guys.
Right. It's not Jonathan for me. I don't know. He's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool. But for me, I don't know. It's not.
No, it's not gameplay related. I mean,
Not my favorite. And no, I'm talking about like as a character.
Jo-
I would say it's Mike. Probably it has to be Mike, right? He's just so cool. He's just awesome, man. Mike's
we all
a
get
good
it. You want to
guy,
give
man.
him? You just wish you got that hug like I did.
I don't like
What? Hi. What? What?
Remember, I got that hug from Mike. That really passionate.
Yeah.
hug? You just want that.
Okay.
That's what you want.
There,
I
Buckaroo.
love you, bro.
I love you, bro. It's good.
That's what happened, dude.
Actually, so weird, bro.
Freaking like, did you see
Um,
that? Like, Omar was bending his back right in front of
Whoa.
what?
Remember, he was doing his
That's-
prayer or whatever.
Oh, doing his
That's
prayer.
bro. You said bending over. He's like, oh yeah, he was doing.
I mean,
prayer,
that is
by the
what
way.
that is what
Bro,
was happening.
How you
Yo.
added it after, bro? What do you?
Yo,
do?
Omar, why are you bending over in front of me, dude? I'm praying.
Yeah.
I'm praying, man.
Oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm
okay.
praying for you to
And
come over
like,
here.
He gives him a hey, yeah, he gives like a okay, I got you. And he slaps his ass. Oh no, it would have been funny.
Mike see slaps his ass. We ain't that different after all.
Okay, bro, what?
I almost left.
We all the same. We all the same.
Yeah.
Okay.
So freedom
Um,
for equal. Damn right.
Okay. Who's our LVP?
I mean.
Romeo. It has.
Yeah.
Oh
to be
yeah,
one-
I totally forgot Romeo exists. My bad.
It has to be Romeo. It's not. It really isn't even close.
But I don't see him
all the-
going.
Right.
Because-
That's the thing. Is spoiler. He's probably not gonna be last one on power rankings. But I think for this episode, if we're talking about just a person who played the game the worst in this episode, that was shown on TV, it has to be Romeo.
Did you guys
I
like
guess
the
so.
part where Chanel says she is playing chess and everyone else is playing checkers, and that's why she's
Well,
not doing
I think
good.
Yeah, I was
Yeah,
like, shut
she-
up, Chanel. Oh my god.
I think it just showed how much she's playing checkers and everyone else is
Yeah,
playing chess.
I
I
thought it was
never.
hilarious.
What does that even mean though? Like, I've never understand. Like,
Because
chess and
checkers
are like very
checkers
similar.
and chess are
Yeah.
no, they're not similar at all. They're
checkers
like
is way
two-
harder.
Yeah, obviously.
Isn't it? No, isn't like everyone's playing
Sky,
checkers and I'm playing chess?
Sky.
Isn't that how the saying goes?
We're trolling you. The point is that they're like similar looking, but chess is a much more complex game. I mean, like it's so complex. Yeah,
Checkers,
very
all the pieces do the same thing.
Right, chess is like a very,
their...
very complicated game with like book openings and like I'm very bad at chess, but I do try and act like I'm good at chess. So
everyone out here is playing checkers. I'm playing Connect 4.
That's like literally
playing
Chanel,
checkers.
bro.
I'm playing board game like Monopoly.
Playing Yahtzee.
I'm investing in NFTs while you guys are out here like investing in NFTs is like
Gary
investing
V.
in the future.
I'm out here buying Bitcoin. You guys are playing checkers.
Investing in NFTs, guys, is like investing in the future because NFTs are the future. Okay,
So buy my stock to make me rich. Okay, what's our MVP?
Mike. He got the vote to switch, right? Or like, do you think that was just like a decoy target?
I think that was definitely just them like trying to big up Mike as a big character for later on.
Yeah, I'll still say Mike.
I think Mike makes
I would still say Mike though. Yeah, even if it.
I'm gonna put it up on my channel, guys. So after the stream's over, go vote on that on my community tab. Is what's going on in the Skylander universe while I get this thing up?
Oh, okay. So 2 years ago today, I uploaded my first video, so that's kind of cool.
Nice, man. Congrats.
Yeah. And right now I'm working on a video. I might not upload it for a while because the video is probably gonna be more than an hour long. So.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any like plans that you're? Because I know as a you YouTuber, you always have ideas, but it's like I'm not doing that right now. But I'm thinking of doing that. Is there any ideas that you have like for that you want people to know?
Well, wait, what do you mean by that?
Just explained it for 30
like
seconds.
Explain the video. Like,
do you have any ideas for the future that you want to keep people aware of?
Oh, no, no, not
really.
Okay.
That's gonna be my answer. Just no.
No.
I like to keep people on their feet, on their
toes. Of course. And then I know what the answer is going to be. What's going on in the video universe? I'll give you a chance to shout out anything you want.
No.
Okay. I like that answer a lot. I'm putting out the poll now, so go vote, guys. Got Romeo for options. Is there anybody else who I can consider for? I mean, maybe Tori. Just why not? Because it's Tori, and like I need one more person for LVP consideration.
Lindsay is always a free LVP.
No, she didn't do anything bad.
Marianne, because she sucks.
Marianne, there we go. Marianne, that works. Marianne, and then like maybe Drea, because she just looked like that.
It was interesting. Roxroy informed Tori about the dynamics of who's going home.
True.
Roxroy told Drea about it, or
no, he told Tori that Romeo and Chanel's names are on the block or whatever. Why would he? I don't understand though. They don't have any good bond at all.
Maybe he thinks that. Maybe he thinks that they do, and
maybe he's trying to repair it. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. Roxroy is such an interesting character. Like, hold on. Before we go off the air, let's just finish with this. Sky, give your take on Roxroy, and then Bitter, you can do the same thing because I feel like he's such a weird person who's getting like positive content, more of an edit than big characters like Jonathan at this point, and yet he just like what? I don't understand. Like,
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
I think that like Roxroy is just like so like non-threatening that like he gets away with a lot of stuff that he shouldn't. And I think like even Tori might have been a victim to this. So, like she just doesn't see him like as any threat whatsoever. So she'll kind of just like let him like tell her information and stuff like that. And she doesn't like I don't know. I think that might be it.
Sure.
Oh, sorry, I was reading about the Hitler and Elon Musk thing in the chat.
Bro, what?
What the hell?
Hold up. Let me go to Spencer Shed's.
What, guys? You know what? This is a perfect time to plug the server. It's actually locked right now, but if you guys want to check out the server,
try to give me a freaking boot list, and it wasn't even true. So like, take that. If you're watching this right now, you suck, and I hope that you die. So
but we're gonna open it up
in Minecraft.
We're gonna open up the server at the end of the season. So if you're trying to join, I apologize, but you cannot join right now. Again, check with me at the end of the season. As soon as the season ends, I'll put it in there. I don't know. Is that it?
Are you gonna let them talk to you like that, guys? You're not allowed in my server, you peasants. I would not let them talk to me like that, bro. We'd fight.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, I would start my own server without
Yeah,
him.
be like, take that,
Yeah,
Spencer.
be like, Spencer, you suck. That's it. You're racist. You're
Like-
homophobic.
No, it's just,
You are racist.
you want to make Spencer mad to say he's a Marianne stan on Twitter or something.
No, he loves that. What are you talking about?
That's the quickest way to that's the quickest way to my heart, 100%. Okay, guys, no times that you guys do everything. You guys click, and that's if everyone didn't click, then we'd be talking to ourselves. So that's what I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Peace.